everything is up and working, hopefully. Today I am joined by Where's Barry. You guys may know him from YouTube. He makes a lot of videos on Resident Evil, also does some live streams on Resident Evil and other survival horror games. We just finished up recording a Let's Play sort of discussion / interview on his channel, so after this, definitely jump over to Where's Barry's channel. I'll leave the link down in the description. And check out some of his awesome content and check out our latest playthrough together. I was Sheva and I didn't have any weapons, so basically Barry had to carry the team. But right now we're going to be playing some mercenaries, and as you can see, I am Original Chris and he's Barry. So Barry is Barry. But yeah, Barry, if you want to say hello to everybody, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a lot of fun. We just played on the other channel, and now we're going to play Mercenary Mode, and I rarely ever play Mercenary Mode, so this will be a new experience for me. So I'm excited about it, and excited to see what you guys have to say in the chat.
Hell yeah. I should add also, I have not played this mode in about 5 years, so I'm going to be god-awful. So we're just going to try our best, right, Barry? Alright. I was just checking the audio to see if it's good. Home. And I'm live. Let's just see here. Good. Can you talk real quick for 1 second, Barry?
And I'm live. Testing, testing, testing.
Okay.
Can you talk real quick for 1 second, Barry?
Testing, testing, testing.
Oh, I can hear you good. Alright, we're good to go. Let's finally start this. It's about damn time. Alright, so I don't usually stream from my PlayStation, so we were having some issues with the stream and making sure it was working. I didn't realize it was working every time, and I had like a bunch of streams saved. But basically, like I said, this is going to be sort of an interview discussion, so I'm going to be asking Barry a lot of questions about his experience with Resident Evil and about his YouTube channel. I guess to start here, as Kendo would say, Barry, who are you and what are you doing here?
What's up, everybody? Name's Where's Barry, and I started my channel because I was really interested in the new Resident Evil 7. I've been playing the game since Resident Evil 1. I saw it at Blockbuster Video when I was a kid, and I've just been obsessed with the main games in the series. So when Resident Evil 7 came out, I thought I should start a channel and start to kind of look for some secrets in the game and help people who had the same questions over and over. Where's the dummy finger? Where's the dummy finger? And kind of give them a video to look so they didn't have to ask the questions anymore.
That really is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel. There were so many questions and so many theories going around when Resident Evil 7's demo did come out that, yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted to start a channel, that would have been the time to do it. So you posted a lot of really cool Resident Evil content, news and stuff like that, that I even used to watch. I still watch your videos, but you definitely had experience with YouTube. You knew what you were doing. Your videos were very well, edited and put together. What was your previous experience with YouTube?
I actually had no actual YouTube experience. I didn't even really watch any other. I've never seen a live streamer like before.
Oh, really?
When I started my channel. Yeah, I do video editing in my regular job, and so I kind of just wanted to practice video editing. So the first video I actually kind of tried hard on and spent hours on just to kind of learn how to do different cuts and stuff like that, and I kind of just did it for practice for my real job. And then people started watching it, and I was like, okay, maybe I should make another video. And then it just kind of became an addiction to make more videos.
It really is an addiction. There's a level of sort of satisfaction when you do finish a video that you're pretty happy with. You feel really like accomplished. Do you get that as well with when you video edit?
Yeah, my accomplishment when I feel is when I write the thing and it comes together, and I'm like, okay, so you have an idea, and then I spend a lot of time writing it, and sometimes it's like, okay, maybe this isn't a video, but when it finally comes together in the writing process,
Yeah.
That's kind of where I really like it. And after I write it and record it, then I'm kind of just puzzle piecing together the edits. So that's more of like filling in a puzzle than it is. But the main thing on my channel is the writing. That's what I think my strength is writing these brief videos.
That's really cool, man. And yeah, when you're editing and things just seem to be falling in place, that is really cool as well. Back to sort of the Resident Evil series. What is your favorite game, if you had to pick through all of them?
I cut out a little there. I think you asked what my favorite game was.
Yes, sir.
Resident Evil 1, I usually say, is my favorite game, just because that had such an effect on me when I rented it from the store. I mean, I just thought it was so cool. It was so different from any game I ever played. I loved the characters talking and everything. It was just the coolest thing ever. So I keep that. I like to say that's my favorite, although Resident Evil 2 is such a really good game. It improved on the first one, I think. But I just like to say 1 just because the history there.
Yeah, it kind of was the original. You know, anything Resident Evil has done since has been kind of expanded on, or started from that game. So I could see that. And yeah, the dialogue was awesome. I wish games were kind of written like that now. Jill Sandwich and all them other that cheesy dialogue was excellent.
I love it so much. Like, I'd never appreciated it as much as I do now, but that's where my channel name came from. Was just the first line. One of the first lines in Resident Evil was, "Barry, where's Barry?" I used to say that from 20 years ago to today, just in my regular life, like all the time. Just, "Barry, where's Barry?"
Yeah, exactly. No, it really was good, and a lot of really quotable things there. I do like that you got that from the original game. That's awesome. Are you more of a Leon or a Chris kind of guy? If you had to pick from the two.
I guess Chris, again, he was in Resident Evil 1, and Leon's haircut in Resident Evil 2, I wasn't really down with that back in the day.
The 90s, that was awesome.
Yeah. It's okay now, but yeah, I just like Chris better. He was more of a, I don't know, he was just like a G.I. Joe. And
yeah,
when I
that makes
started
sense.
playing the game, I was younger. But yeah, a lot of the characters, I just like the gameplay. I do like Barry a lot, but
yeah,
I mean, they could put new characters. Ethan, that I didn't, like him or hate him, but it was just fun to play the game, no matter what the character is, kind of.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now we can get on to some of questions about your channel here. Let's see. I'm trying to not die right now while I'm talking. I should add to everybody that's watching, I am god awful at talking, especially if I'm, having a discussion or doing an interview and playing. God, it's bad, but I'm going to try my best here. Okay, you did say that for work you do video design, and that's kind of where you got your experience with how well your videos are made, and I think I've heard previously that you do graphic design as well. Are you able to talk about kind of what you do and how that helps, your channel and, to make it look so professional?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a mediocre graphic designer. I know the basics, but that kind of puts you ahead of 90% of YouTube who has no experience. So just utilizing that skill to make good, decent thumbnails and the video editing, in the video editing process to add images that kind of move and stuff. It's kind of basic video editing and basic Photoshop, but most people can't do that. So
that's true.
Yeah,
I guess
for work, I'm not I'm not a professional graphic designer. That's just kind of part of my job. I do all marketing stuff, even the anything that's marketing strategy, developing ads, making the designs for the ads, everything like that. So it really helps the channel, and it helps me understand how to communicate with people on YouTube and how to just do everything the right way in terms of the fundamentals of YouTube.
For sure, your channel definitely does stand out. So yeah, that definitely helps a lot. also seem to be really professional with how well you run your YouTube channel. Not just graphic design and video editing, but you also have. I noticed you have all your links to all your videos. You know, always well organized and always like you keep up with everything, like the small things. Links in your description, playlists, all very well in order. Like, how do you keep up with that? Because I know when I'm trying to, keep up with this channel, I'm constantly like, I don't know, I just get really busy and I don't have time to keep up with all the small little details. So you really do put a lot of time into sort of everything. How do you just kind of how do I explain this? Do you kind of know how to run YouTube, like how to get out there and to have a pretty professional looking channel, or are you just kind of learning as you go?
They have something on YouTube called like the Creator Academy or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking.
Like, yeah, and so I would say if you watch that, your channel's not gonna grow into 1 billion people, but it's gonna give you the fundamentals of what you should be doing on every video. And so I just kind of followed that, and the best part of a video is when you're done, like you feel so awesome, like I just made this great video. The work's not over. You've got all this annoying work like thumbnails and tags and the description. It's just really annoying, but I just grit through that part because it really helps get more people interested to almost use the description like it's like a little blog post instead of just copy and paste your Twitter all the time over and over. Give them at least a little bit of a description of what's going on.
For sure. That was a really good way to put it. Like, you finish a video and you like that's not even quarter of it. You still have, like you said, the thumbnail, the tags, like that all that stuff takes forever, and it's such a pain in the ass to do. So for anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel, you said you use the YouTube Creator?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of videos and like website things where they just show you how to, the importance of the thumbnail and the importance of tags and stuff like that. And if you watch it, like when I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so basic, but it just gets it in your head.
Yeah.
This is what I have to do because my channel wasn't discovered by like a big website or anything. It was just YouTube sharing the video with other Resident Evil fans.
Okay.
So it was really important to have the right tags and everything in there just so that YouTube would know what to share, and never like clickbaiting and never using tags that aren't in your video or someone else's name. Like that's another thing that I make sure to never do, because there's other sites that do that really annoy me.
Okay, so some of it's research, but other of it's just kind of common sense and courtesy. Okay, so there's a lot to it, but you seem to kind of have the right way of going about it, without using clickbait and stuff like that. Let's see here. I don't know why I picked this level. This level's hard. I'm just more. This is more of me chatting and less of me actually playing the game. I'm trying to keep up though. And to everybody that's leaving comments and everything, thank you guys so much. Everybody stopping in, thank you. After I get done with some of my questions here, I will be asking Barry some of your questions. So definitely, if you have a question for Barry, hold off for a little bit, and we'll be getting to that, soon. And sorry, it's hard to do an interview / discussion, play the game, and read the comments, but I'll definitely be getting to some of them quick. But Goldheart, Silent Streamer, Beastly Gaming, thanks guys for stopping in and for messaging here. Let's see, what is the goal with your channel? Like, I know you said you started it because you wanted to post stuff on Resident Evil 7, but your channel is growing pretty quick, actually really quick. What do you kind of expect? Where do you expect to see your channel, say, in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Like, what do you want to overall achieve with this? Is it going to be videos and live stream, or just live stream? Like, yeah, what do you expect to do?
That's a great question, because the reason that I like to do videos on Resident Evil 7 is because I was interested in it, and that's what I notice on other channels. People are, whatever the popular game is, they're playing that. And I just can't do that. I need to be interested in the topic. And so I'm just looking for different games that I'm interested in, and if I don't have them, I don't know where the channel's going to go. because Resident Evil was the main idea and the goal, and then I kind of reached the goal, and now it was like, now what? So I do the live streams just to chat with all the people who watch the videos and talk about it. I don't really want to be like known as a live streamer. I know what my strength is, and it's the videos that I do. So live streaming is just kind of for fun. And I don't know what's next. I mean, Evil Within is an exciting game coming up. I'm interested in that, and obviously the remake. And then when Not a Hero comes out, it's going to be a lot of work as well there. So I'll kind of readjust myself after Not a Hero comes out, and then I'll kind of see, okay, what's next.
Yeah, there's plenty of Resident Evil content coming out to keep you busy. So you're going to probably stick then along with Resident Evil, putting out Resident Evil news, discussions, live streams. You're gonna stick with that route then, hey?
Yeah, and the Evil Within's the other game that I'm kind of interested in.
Okay, so some other horror.
I'm interested in trying new things, playing with different people like you, like this right here. It's just doing different fun things that keep me excited about games and gaming, because there's a lot of negativity out there. And I mean, I'm doing this for fun. This is like, when somebody has a negative comment, I'm like, I'm just a guy doing this for fun. I mean,
yeah, no, for sure. Like, don't take it too seriously. Just have a good time while doing it. If you got somebody who's, kind of being like that, they're just, being negative. It's not worth your time to even really worry about it. You just want to have a good time and do some live streams and make some videos. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hi, Barry. You're actually doing pretty good. I'm just kind of chatting, and then playing comes next, but we're actually not doing horrible. Thanks for saving me. Oh, so Jesus Christ. What was that?
All I got's a sniper rifle, too.
Oh, I got you. Barry and Chris helping each other out. I'm trying to kick them because that's how you actually get the time. And I used to have a really good system where I would shoot them a certain amount, and then I would kick them. And I guess got to get my combo back up and work on it. They're everywhere, though. Jesus.
They take like 20 shots.
Yeah, they do. I got you. Oh, never mind. There you go. No, I got a machine gun. That's actually pretty handy. I'm going to die, though. I really need to use my health. Oh, I'm fucked. God damn it. I'm going to die. Help me, Barry. Barry sandwich. Best shit I have. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, you saved me. I was not expecting that. We're still in it, baby. I'm gonna throw a grenade at all of them. Oh no, I need to heal up. I need to get the hell out of here. What is this? Kick? Oh, that didn't do shit. Let me see here. I'm gonna ask you more questions when I know I'm not gonna die. I'm out of ammo.
There's a gold egg.
Oh, that'd be nice. If only I knew how to use it. I do know how to. I need a minute here. Oh, I got a magnum. I have this.
Oh, a grenade would be awesome right now.
I think I have one, but I just haven't had time to... There we go. I restored my health. Okay. Grenade. I only have a flash grenade. Ooh, I have a grenade launcher. Probably should have used that, hey? Do you have more enemies? Nope. I need to shoot some to get some time. No. Alright, well, we didn't do horrible. Alright, Barry. You have a second channel. Here's Barry. What's that all about?
I'm sorry. Every time we get out of the game, you break up a little bit.
Oh no, that's not good.
I hear you clearly when we were playing.
Yeah.
So let's just get back.
And then whenever you don't want to hear my questions, you're like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. But you can hear me fine. No, I said, you have a secondary channel, Here's Barry. So you got Where's Barry's your main channel, and you got Here's Barry. What are your plans with that channel? Or should I not have said that?
Well, I call it the secret channel. I go on there and I play non-Resident Evil games. I like
not
to
a secret anymore.
I like to keep my channel very clean, and so when I do a live stream, I hide it. So after it's over, I hide it because I don't want it on this. I don't want someone to click on videos and see that I played Until Dawn 20 times in a row.
I noticed that.
Them to see the Resident Evil content is all there.
Yeah. So you got a kind of an OCD. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was just going to say you got kind of OCD when it comes to videos and thumbnails and having things kind of be well organized like I do. So, yeah, creating a second channel for all your random stuff only makes sense. Right?
Yeah, and I never have time to do the second channel. That's kind of, I wish I had more time. Obviously, I got a, not obviously, but I have a regular job, a 9 to 5, and
Yeah.
other things to do. So, and the regular channel takes up a lot. But I'd love to have more time to play different games other than Resident Evil and just try them out. And I really like playing a game that I've never played before or seen a video on. That's kind of what I really like to do, because I'll have no idea what to do or what the controls are, and I find that to be fun.
Okay, that's cool. That was a lot of questions about your YouTube channel. We'll move on now to the other big Resident Evil news right now. Resident Evil 2 Remake. That's coming out. That has been confirmed by Capcom. So, first question about the Resident Evil 2 Remake. Were you a fan of Resident Evil 2 when it was first released? You answered that, so we'll skip that. Yes, you were a fan. That's like your second favorite, basically. Are you...
When I was... Me and my cousin and my brother, we stayed at... It was like a weekend, and we played all 4 scenarios, and all the way through, like, maybe one of us would fall asleep for a minute, and we just keep going. And I remember unlocking the different unlockables and stuff like that. And we may have even cheated and used like Game Shark or something.
That was awesome.
We played that game so much, and I loved that game because it was just an upgrade on the original Resident Evil. So I am excited about the remake now. It took me a little while to get into it, but once I started looking, okay, what might they do? Then I started to get excited about it again.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Same here, man. That's like the most anticipated game that's coming out over anything, like Red Dead Redemption, any other game. I'm most excited for that. What would you like to see them? Let's see here. How would you like to see the Resident Evil 2 remake handled? Basically, like camera angles, gameplay, music, like etc. Do you want to see it handled sort of like the Resident Evil 1 remake, or something new altogether?
Yeah, I mean, if it was Resident Evil 1 remake and they just made it Resident Evil 2, that would be totally awesome.
Okay, sorry, what was that? If it was like Resident Evil 1 and they just made it with 2?
Yeah, if they just put Resident Evil 2 into the into the Resident Evil 1 engine and everything, kept it the same graphics and everything and the controls, I think that would be awesome. And if they added a couple things,
hell yeah, that would be perfect.
And I got disconnected from
Me
it.
too. I did too. I thought you died for a second. Then I was like, oh no, we actually both got booted. Let me go back to host game. I'll re-add you here.
But yeah, so other things in Resident Evil 2, I don't. It's not going to be like Resident Evil 1 remake. I don't think. So.
You don't think?
Say what else do I want? I don't. I really think that they're gonna. Well, I don't think it's gonna look exactly the same as that. I don't think they're gonna.
Interesting. Oh, you do? So you don't think they're gonna stay with the fixed camera angles and sort of that? You don't. What do you think they're gonna do with it?
I think they're gonna go over the shoulder. Third person.
You just scared a lot of people.
No, that's just what I don't want them to do that. I want it, like I said, to be like the. I'm just thinking like the way that they use the engine and the levels are.
Yeah. No, I agree with you too. That new engine kind of scares me a little bit.
It's fixed camera. It's hard for me to figure out how that would look because, I haven't seen it before. Obviously, in that engine.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to picture that with, that way.
Yeah, but like I said in my video, that might be a good thing, because if the game is over the shoulder and the backgrounds are fully 3D, I did add you, by the way, to the game. I don't know if you got that, but what's that? Oh, you got it, okay.
Yeah, I did. I was having trouble talking and navigating the menu.
Oh, sorry. You're like me. I can't do two things at once. But yeah, like I was saying, like maybe the 3D environments aren't going to be bad, because if it is over the shoulder, there'll be a mod that'll allow you to play fixed camera angles again. It won't be made for fixed, but it's still better than nothing. So you want fixed camera angles and it to be like Resident Evil 1, but you don't think that's what we're going to get. I kind of agree with you a little bit, but I still want to... I don't want to believe it yet. I still want to think that it's going to be like Resident Evil 1. The day that I see that it's not, though, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. In your why the Resident Evil 2 remake wasn't shown at E3 video, You mentioned that when Capcom loves your channel. What did you mean exactly by that?
There's like a guy from Capcom that's watched the channel before and communicates.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. You got really quiet. Is there any way you could? I don't know if that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, sorry, my mic went up in the air. Yeah, there's like a guy from Capcom who comes into the streams and the chat show that I do.
What the
all
hell?
The time, and he tells me that people have people in the Capcom have actually seen the videos that I've done.
Oh, that's awesome.
One or two of the kind of the goofy video that I did where I made Jack Baker that PPAP guy or whatever.
Yeah.
He said that they showed that to his design team. So that's kind of just it was kind of like a secret nod to him because he watches the videos and just kind of he thinks it's hilarious when I call him a top secret source and stuff like that. But
That's really cool.
It's a guy, but he posts stuff on Reddit. It's not like he's only on my channel, but he
Oh,
does
okay.
come to watch.
So he's pretty active in the Resident Evil community, and he's just kind of a message to Capcom about the community.
Yeah, he's a designer that works on the remake. And he, I guess he posts different things on Reddit. And I remember he got in trouble once for posting something about Resident Evil 2's not gonna, he said something about Resident Evil 7, and then went on Reddit and was like, "Please delete this." They don't want me to post stuff like this.
So you mean I need to follow this guy? Basically.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% convinced that he's really Capcom.
So it just must be. It could be some dude just sitting in his basement, just being like, "I'm gonna go tell people I'm from Capcom today."
But I actually, it's kind of funny. I saw him talking to people, and so I, kind of internet stalked him.
Yeah.
Kind of found out that he actually was a designer that designs some different things, and on one of his channels he had pictures of the Resident Evil design that he had created for Resident Evil 7. So I'm pretty confident he's...
Oh, so you kind of got a secret informant that's not really secret anymore.
And he doesn't know he doesn't really know much either. A lot of stuff he says is just guessing, but...
I don't know.
Yeah, people have seen him on Reddit and stuff as well.
Okay. Well, that's cool, though. That's still really cool to have somebody from Capcom watch your channel, watch your videos, and actually say they've watched it, and they enjoyed it. That must be pretty awesome. Oh, it was just my time, too. Damn it. Okay, I got some more questions for you. What's that?
I'm always worried that Capcom's gonna really hate the videos. In one of my original ones, I put a middle finger as a joke and a Capcom logo, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hate these videos. So I'm a little skeptical as to if they would actually like them if they saw them.
I'm sure they'd be fine.
That was kind of a joke.
Yeah. You make videos of things you're interested in, but at the same time, you got to keep it real and kind of give your thoughts. So if you do something like that, you just need to kind of understand. You know what I mean? You don't want to. You're not paid by them to do it, so you want to do what you want to do. I don't think they would be too mad about that, but I do think that's funny that you do put stuff in there and they watch it and they probably get offended. I guess we can move on to Resident Evil 7 now. What are your overall thoughts on the game? I know you said you really enjoyed it and you bought a PlayStation for it, but after playing it, kind of what was your quick review of it?
Well, the demo was so awesome.
It was really cool.
I did over 100 videos before the game came out. So when the game came out and I was actually playing, I was like, it was anticlimactic. I was like, oh, it's over. The fun is over. I'm now playing the game.
Yeah.
So at first I didn't really like it too much. I mean, I enjoyed playing it, but it was just a little, I don't know, it just felt weird to be inside the game that I had spent so much time doing videos about. But after I played through it twice in a row, then I started to kind of get addicted to the style of the game and running around and everything. So it took a little while to get into it, but I really like it a lot. However, I do need a break from it. I was going to play it today, since today's the official day that the game took place in 2017.
July 19th.
I was just like, I'm just not ready for it yet. When Not a Hero comes out, that's when I'm ready to play it again.
Yeah, they're putting that out. That's probably when I'll jump back into it. It was weird because I played it and I really enjoyed it also, but then as soon as it was done, I went back and played the first Resident Evil game. But yeah, when that DLC finally comes out, I'll probably jump back on it as well. Do you like the direction they actually went with that game? They could have went almost anywhere with it. They could have even rebooted it if they wanted to, but they kind of did a soft reboot while keeping it in the same universe and not getting rid of the canon. Do you like that, or would you have preferred something else?
Yeah. No, I like what they did. I'm glad they did it. I didn't want it to be anything like Resident Evil 5 or 6, and so they really didn't have a high bar to meet to make me happy.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil 5, I bought it, I played it the first 2 days, I never played it again until recently. Resident Evil 6, I played for 2 hours, and I just stopped playing. I couldn't even beat it. At least I beat 5, but 6, I couldn't even play it anymore. And it kinda got me away from the series, and so I was glad to see it get back to the horror, no like chess pieces to pick up and stuff like that. No figurines to collect. Well, the bobblehead things, but the figurines you look at in 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Your inventory, no buying items. I hate buying items, so it hit a lot of things that I was looking for in a Resident Evil game. So.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have to agree with you.
I'd like for them to do another 2 just like it, but who knows what they'll do next.
Yeah, there seems to be a divide now, like I said, with the game going so long, that now there's people that like classic fixed camera angles, they like the more modern third person, and now we have first person. And if you had to decide, would you rather go with modern games being first person or fixed?
Oh, I would like fixed camera. Have you played Until Dawn yet?
Yes, I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I think that was you telling me about the camera angles. That's the I really like those camera angles that they do in there. And for Resident Evil, for me, fixed camera is Resident Evil. That's what makes it Resident Evil. So,
yeah, for sure.
4 was awesome. 7 was awesome in my opinion, but it wasn't like as Resident Evil-y as I would have liked them to be, I guess. So I really like fixed camera, and I guess secondarily I like first-person games just because I play Fallout and whatever it's like Fallout, but it's like in potions and stuff. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, Skyrim.
I play them all in first person.
That's cool. We got a lot of glitches going on right now. Notice it's just people walking with their dead. But yeah, I really enjoyed Until Dawn, and I remember when I was playing it, I couldn't help but people were even saying you keep talking about Resident Evil, because I could not stop looking at the environments with the camera angles and just saying this is how a modern Resident Evil game could look. Are you enjoying Until Dawn? I know you're doing a Let's Play live stream series on it right now.
Yeah, the last chapter, it was chapter 5 in the game. I was just in awe at how good of a horror scenario it set up, and it felt so much like Resident Evil. You walk into this big abandoned asylum, but it kind of reminds you of the mansion.
Yep.
And it was so cool, and it was scary, and it was calm. It wasn't running in with bullets. It was just kind of walking around, and I liked it so much. And I thought, wow, if Resident Evil was like this, it would be so cool.
It really does capture.
Add a little more gunplay, but yeah.
Yeah. Just it wouldn't even be much, just a little bit, but it really does capture that old Resident Evil vibe, especially with the camera angles and the environments in that game. So I guess for everybody, if you have a PlayStation and you have PlayStation Plus, absolutely download that game. It's free right now this month. And if you are interested in checking that out, check out Where's Barry's channel on YouTube. I'll leave a link down in the description. He is doing a live stream series on that right now. And you just said you just finished episode 5.
Yeah, I do. Again, I try to do things differently from everyone else on the internet. So I play for an hour or less, and people are like, "Why are you stopping?" Because we're just gonna play an hour tonight.
That's there's nothing wrong with that.
So I'm just doing one episode per time, and sometimes it might be 20 minutes long.
And you're one guy running a channel, and that's with all the videos and stuff you put out, that's hard to do. Sometimes you can only do so much. So if you stream for an hour, that's I don't know. I think that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. It's also an hour wasted where you're not making a video that thousands of people are gonna watch. You're just making a video that 20, 30, 40 people are gonna come in and hang out and chat. So it's a different. You just gotta balance it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So you're well organized with your streams and your stream times, and you do set up too. Also, when you're going live, and you stick to your schedule, correct? Why is this not working?
Everything's like lagging.
No.
Unfortunately, I can't really do a schedule because
you can't?
real life. Yeah, so I play every Sunday night, and then I try to play 2 weeknights, and then I'm just like, check in and see if I'm playing, or ask me on Twitter.
Okay, well, definitely subscribe to you then to be notified when you go live.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple more questions on Resident Evil 7, then we can get into some of the viewer questions for you. What did you think of the season passes they kind of put out now, like the 21, the bedroom where you have to escape the bedroom, Ethan Must Die, and stuff like that? Were you? Oh, I got a D. Yeah, it passed. Were you?
Right, I'm still playing mercenary mode, so.
Oh, okay.
You might get kicked out here.
Oh, great. That's cool.
Yeah, so the DLC, my favorite part about Resident Evil 7 was Lucas and the way his videotape was a puzzle. And so I really liked how they did Bedroom and the Daughters one, where they were like puzzles. There's not a lot of replayability, but that's what I really liked. And then the mini games where you have to shoot all the mold or feed Jax things, I hated those so much.
Oh, okay.
And then Ethan Must Die was so hard, but it had me addicted, so I guess I liked that.
You guess? Would you think it was worth the money for that season pass? Do you think that was well worth it?
What did it cost? I can't. Is it $30?
I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was okay for. What was it? So it was 60, 70. Yeah, it was $30. It's okay. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I didn't have the channel.
Oh, okay. So.
I'm not a huge fan of DLC in the first place.
I reinvited you to the game, by the way. It wasn't working, but no, I didn't think it was really worth the money either. But I guess it wouldn't be as bad if when the Not a Hero DLC does come out, because that's free. So maybe I'll pick that. I haven't tried any of the season pass yet, but maybe I'll pick it up once Not a Hero comes out. What do you think about the new Chris Redfield model? I know we talked about this on your stream, but you were asking me. Or no, I was talking to you about it. But, they changed them and that upset a lot of people. It was on your stream. What do you think about the new Chris Redfield character model? Oh, you're sexy, Chris. You're going to fluster a lot of people, and they're not going to be able to concentrate.
Yeah, I mean, I get comments like that all the time from some ladies and from some dudes about some of these video game characters. And
yeah.
I just don't see it, but whatever. I don't mind the new model for Chris Redfield. I thought he was getting a little out of control with his muscles in this game in particular. So I'm not that upset that they've reimagined him, but also like with these games, I'm in it for the gameplay and the characters and the voices and stuff like that. It just doesn't resonate with me like it does for a lot of the fans.
Yeah.
So I'm not a. My favorite are the side characters, so Irons and Kendo. That's who I'm concerned. Like, what are they going to look like?
Hell yeah.
How are they going to sound? That's what I'm more concerned about than the character I'm playing is, because I'm not really looking at them that much. Just kind of looking at the other people involved.
So you have a pretty positive attitude about it. I can see why some people would be mad, but I can also see, your side of it also, where it's just like they change them so much. It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, I also there's so many games to play that if I don't like it, then I just
go play something else. No, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it stinks because let's say you love Resident Evil and it only comes out every 4 years, and then they make one that you don't like. It stinks because you really want to play Resident Evil, but there will be something else that'll pique your interest.
Yeah.
Till the next one. That's kind of my attitude. Just if I don't like it that much, I'll find something else, or I'll find a way to like it. I'll find a way to have fun playing it, like I'm having fun playing this right now.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're gonna keep saying that, but you're gonna play this game so damn much that you're actually gonna enjoy it. You just won't admit that you love this game.
I get what's called Resident Evil 5 fatigue, where about 30 minutes in, I start to get this headache from Resident Evil, and my head gets really hot. So.
I didn't. I had the opposite. I when I started playing this game, it took me 4 times to get into it. Finally, I just started playing with my cousin, and we just played it for 13 hours straight. Yeah, I do have to say that I don't like the direction these games took. These new like 4, 5, and 6 with the story, but they were a lot of fun when you play with a co-op friend. Or I don't know. I just thought the gameplay was kind of addicting with them, but like I still prefer the classics. I don't get the fatigue.
Resident Evil 5 when I was younger and bought it, like I beat it in the day I got it or the next day. So I did play straight through the whole game that first time, but just now at this stage in 10 years later, I feel differently about it.
Yeah, it's crazy that this game came out almost 10 years ago. That is so nuts to think. And it still looks really good too. Like the game holds up.
I even think Code Veronica looks really good on PS3, and people say they want that. And even Resident Evil 2 on the emulator looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's smooth.
I really wish they would just kind of beef up the characters like in those games and make that come out as well along with the remake, and just let me play the original game with a little bit better models or whatever on my big TV. That's kind of what I want.
I completely agree with you. I actually went back after Resident Evil 7 because I wanted to play the original, but not the remake. I wanted to play the original, so I got the DS emulator, and I got it, completely upscaled to 4K, and I played through the first Resident Evil because there's something about the original that was so special, and I kind of feel the same way about Resident Evil 2. Like, I wouldn't mind at all just playing that and what's out now, but just upscaled to 1080. You know what I mean? Smooth characters and everything. I think that'd be completely fine.
Yeah, that reminded me of something from early. So in the Resident Evil 1 remake, they changed some of the corny lines to make them better, I guess, in their eyes. And I hated that. And I hope they don't do it in Resident Evil 2 with some of the classic lines like, "Who are you? What are you doing there?" Like, if they change that, I'm gonna freak out because that's like they changed the Jill sandwich line.
Yep, and then in Revelations 2, Claire mentions Claire sandwich, so it's like, what's canon here? What game are we going off of? You know what I mean?
Which sandwich?
Yeah, their sandwich is a thing in the Resident Evil universe, or am I being lied to? But yeah, I guess it
really enjoyed Revelations 2 as well. I was shocked. I never thought I would play like a side game, and I thought it was a pretty good game. And that's kind of the style I would like if they went over the shoulder. Instead of this, that was a little bit. I don't know. I thought it was a little less actiony, more sneaking around stuff.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I didn't beat that game, but I did play it, and I think like that and like Last of Us sort of makes that camera angle work. Also, like it can be done. It's just these games are all focused on action, and that's why you don't fully understand that. And a lot, these get a bad rep. But over the shoulder can definitely be done if done right. Like Revelations, and a lot of people say that they wanted the series to go in the direction of Revelations. And I'm with you on the fact that I would like the series to go in like kind of more Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, so when Resident Evil 7 came out, it was really well received, and a lot of people were saying really good things about it. But like as time went on, it seems like a lot of the Resident Evil community has turned on the game, and now it's like when you bring up Resident Evil 7, sort of people just kind of immediately get a bad taste in their mouth. Do you know why that would be? Like, what's up with the sudden shift in thoughts?
Probably the lack of replayability.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe. Yeah, once I played through... Well, I actually played through it probably 11 times, but...
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I said, I'm like not really into playing it again. I want more... It's kind of short if you know what to do. It's like a 2.5-hour game if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe that might be part of it. And then there's no connection to the main story, really, and I think that's another thing that gets people. It was cool. The game was cool, but after you finish the cool game, you're like, that was cool, but was it Resident Evil? Like,
true.
Just because Chris came down at the end, like, what does this mean?
And it doesn't help that that's not even part of the actual game. It's going to be a part of the free DLC, but I can see what you mean that the actual game itself doesn't have any ties to the original Resident Evil. And Yeah, what you were saying about the replayability, I completely agree. I remember when I was playing for the first time, I was thinking, like, this is kind of set up for a one-time experience, you know, kind of that whole VR, you're in the sort of scary, I don't know, mansion, and you have all these jump scares and sort of things that are kind of choreographed, and that's cool the first time, but how fun is that going to be when you want to re-experience this game? Like the classics, you know, 10 times plus. So yeah, you make some really valid points on why, and I think you're completely correct on that. Also, a lot of people just didn't like that first person from the start.
And the Madhouse mode that they had, though, I was shocked. It almost felt like a new game to me. So
Really?
I was really impressed with the Madhouse mode. They just moved a couple things around and made the things harder. It felt like a new game a little bit to me, and I was really impressed with that. But I will never play Madhouse mode again because I broke headphones, I freaked out, I had horrible nights where I couldn't sleep. But
yeah, I haven't played that yet. So they just switched some things around, and it felt like a new game.
yeah, they moved some items around. I can't even remember off the top of my head what exactly was different, but it just had a different feeling to it, in my opinion.
Can I invite you?
I remember watching I watched like the beginning of when I played it the first time on the stream. While I was playing, I was like, "Wow, this is cool," and I thought that was an interesting reaction to playing the game at my 7th time through. So.
For 7 times it has to be pretty cool to, you know, get you to play it again. I might have to check that out. Some other big Resident Evil news. I did just invite you again. For some reason, you got kicked. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. So, one sec, guys. Sorry I left you here to entertain my audience while I left. What a good host, hey?
Yeah, I just pretended I wasn't here.
You just didn't talk to anybody if they were like commenting to you or anything. You just completely ignored them. What a great guest. How rude. All right, so
I get a smiley face.
Oh, that's good. That's something. I know we don't have a lot of time left, so this will probably be our last playthrough, and I do want to get to some of the viewer questions here for you. But I do have one question real quick. Some Resident Evil news. Resident Evil Vendetta is out. Actually came out yesterday on Blu-ray. Do you have any... I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what your stance on the movies are, but do you have any plans on seeing that movie, or have you already seen it? And if so, what did you think of it?
No, I did not see the movie. I'm not. I was only gonna see it if it was connected to Resident Evil 7 in some way.
It is.
I'm not a big fan of all the. I haven't seen any of the CGI movies except for I tried to watch the first one and I fell asleep 4 different times or something. I can't get into it. It just doesn't feel like it's part of the game. I know it's part of the canon or whatever, but to me it just doesn't feel that way, and it's just not my style of movie.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's fine. Everybody has their preferences. No, not at all. Like I said, everybody has their preferences and opinions.
Yeah, people always comment about the videos, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'd love to cover the video, the movies in my videos and stuff. It's just not one of my interests.
Yeah, and you don't want to put all this time and work into something you don't really, care about. It's fake, and it's it's wasted time and work.
That's where I reference them out. Like when people want to know about voice actors, I give them, here's a great website where you can, great YouTube channel where you can learn about voice actors or Vendetta or whatever.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. that is nice of you. Yeah, I mean, have you even seen anything on the second movie?
No, I just remember in the first movie, Leon he introduces himself and he's like,
he's a robot.
Leon S. Kennedy, and I couldn't believe that he used his middle initial in his introduction.
Yeah, it's kind of how everybody refers to him. It's really cheesy, I guess, along the lines of sort of the first Resident Evil game, and there's a lot of really over-the-top, silly action like in the movies, but it does keep pretty true to the characters, and it does connect to the stories. So if you are ever going to watch any, the first one, the one I would recommend, it would be the second one. The third one was good, but I still feel like the second one was better because it was sort of close to the games, but also its own separate thing. But yeah, I don't know. If you ever do end up watching the second one and you do find you enjoy it, or if you don't, just let me know. But that would be the one I'd recommend. Not the first one. The third one was okay, but it had a lot of crazy sort of fake coincidences and stuff in it. I guess we can get into some of your guys' questions. So if you're watching, you're chatting, thank you very much to everybody that stopped in. I really appreciate it, guys. If you guys have any questions at all for Where's Barry, definitely let me know. And I will ask him. Probably should have asked earlier, but yeah, I don't know how much time we have. I think we only got like 5 minutes left, eh? Something like that.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Yep.
Yeah. Damnation was the second one. I said I would recommend the second one, but it's called Damnation. So they actually gave a little more character to Leon. He's not just this robot. He actually has sort of a personality. And then in the most recent movie, they basically swapped roles with Chris in Resident Evil 6. Chris was kind of a alcoholic asshole. It's kind of Leon in this new one. What's up, chat? What's up, bro? What's up, Barry? Hey, Albert Wesker, how's it going, man? Thanks for the dual stream chat. Well, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate that. How would you feel if Capcom is taking notes on Days Gone? That's a good question. What do you think about that, Barry? If Capcom's taking notes on Days Gone, how would that make you feel? Would you like to see that sort of in some of the new Resident Evil games? Something like that?
I mean, I've seen the trailer for it. I haven't really paid too much attention to it. It looks like it's a really cool game and cool idea. Yeah, I like these new Last of Us as well. Those kind of games they're not survival horror. They're like, I don't know how to describe them. They're like, they are, but they aren't.
Modern survival horror, because a lot of games are kind of doing that. You think they are and they aren't? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. More like story-driven, story-driven style games, and
almost more realistic. It's not. Obviously, zombies aren't realistic, and 1,000 of them chasing you at once aren't. It just feels like you're more in the real world where zombies would be.
Yeah, kind of. More of like a less cinematic take, but more of like a realistic sort of take on it. I don't know. That's a tough question, because that kind of would break sort of what Resident Evil is and sort of set it more along the lines of like a straight over the top, or like 4, 5, and 6 more action oriented, but maybe not. We'll have to see it when it comes out and see kind of how it is. I don't know about you, Barry, but I never really felt that Resident Evil was about the zombies, but it was more sort of about, I'm pretty sure somebody mentioned this before, and that really got me thinking that it's more about the BOWs and different enemies you face. Does that kind of make sense to you? What am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's an isolation mixed with that kind of. Yeah, I guess I sort of agree. I don't know. I think the zombies are a fairly important kind of aspect of it.
Yeah, they're important, but they're not a make or break for it. I don't know. I
I wish they had them in RE7 instead of the mold.
Yeah, the mold was that's a good thing to talk to you about. What did you think about the mold?
I didn't really like it that much. I didn't like how there were like it was like they're all mold and there's like 4 different kinds of them. Like there wasn't enough variety of enemies there.
Yeah, kind of a boring main villain sort of.
And I mean, I just love zombies is like one of my favorite things to watch movies about and everything. So it felt like they just put like the Rainbow Six camouflage on top of zombies.
Yeah, that is true. And didn't really keep them as interesting as some of the classic enemies or zombies. It's just kind of a blank enemy that just has 4 different takes. Yeah, I agree with you. Some more people are asking questions. Oh no, they didn't show up. Sorry if I missed your question. You can ask me again. We still got another minute. We'll probably call it after this last one, because for some reason I can only read what's in the PlayStation here. Do you think RE2 remake sells well? We'll get a remake of 3 or Code Veronica. Yeah, that's a good one for you. You asked me, but yeah, I want to know from you, Barry. Do you think if RE2 does well, we're going to get a remake of 3 or Code Veronica?
3, yeah, I would think that they would do 3. A lot of people that are big in Resident Evil are saying, that's what you said as well, that you only want to see it done if it's done right. But I think, 3 is the only one left for me that doesn't look good on my TV.
Yeah.
And it's because it's so pixelated, because they're already doing 2, and Code Veronica looks pretty good on the PlayStation 3 version. I know people have different opinions about the versions of that game, but
I don't think they like the filter.
yeah.
I think the game overall still looks good. It's just that yellow filter people are upset with. But if you put that on the emulator on PC, it looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, if they could upscale the old ones, then I would say I don't need any remake. The old ones are just my favorite. The first 3, and then Code Veronica.
Yeah. Here's a good one to finish up with. Beastly Gaming says, what are your thoughts on Chris and Barry being the main characters in the next Resident Evil game? You game for that?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I love Barry. I think he's they kind of view him as kind of like a side character, like almost like a comic relief type character, even though it's not all comedy or whatever. But that's kind of like he's like a sidekick. But if it was Chris and Barry working together, I would hate it because I really don't like the co-op modes. But if it was like Resident Evil 1 where they're separate, doing their own separate stories, yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, obviously, I really like Barry. He was my favorite growing up, and my whole channel's named after
that's true.
That character, and he's just I really love Barry. But yeah, I like when they usually like to do the female character as well. So
yeah, I think
Barry and Jill, I guess, would be my dream team.
That would be cool, or maybe like a Claire and Jill. It'd be interesting. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap up here. I want to thank you so much, Where's Barry, for coming on the show. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to do this again in the future. And to everybody that's watching right now, if you guys want to see sort of the interview discussion with me on Where's Barry's channel, you can do so over at his channel. I'll link it down in the description. If it's not down in the description because I'm streaming from my PlayStation, it's on YouTube at Where's Barry B. So youtube.com/Where's Barry B, or just search Where's Barry. Thank you to everybody. .tv.com. Okay. Yeah, you have your website as well. I'll have to make sure to link that. And that goes right to your YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah, that's just the easy way because, long story, they made, you pick your YouTube name based on whatever, and it sucks. It's like blogspot.barry. something else. I don't know.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, so one more time, Barry, what was that?
It's where'sbarryb.com. That takes you right to the YouTube page with all the videos.
Awesome. And you do a lot of awesome Resident Evil news discussions, live streams, and especially with other survival horror games. So definitely go check out his channel, subscribe to be notified when he goes live. You get some really high-quality videos and stuff on your channel, so definitely check that out. Thank you all for watching and for the questions. It was awesome. I guess I'll be back soon with another video. I'm not sure yet what's coming up, but stay tuned. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.
Thanks, everybody.
This is the awkward part where I take forever to end the stream, and everybody's just said bye, but it's going to be a minute before I stop it. There we go. See